Good morning, everybody. Another week, another trip. If you know, you know. If you don't, and you're new to this portion of my social media, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to hit all 50 states in the year 2025. And with that said, I got another one out the way this week. And this week, I went to the city of Detroit in the state of Michigan. Right here, I'm just on one of their train systems on my way to the downtown area before going to my first destination. This is the Guardian Building. This building is 43 stories high. It's in the financial district of Detroit, Michigan. It was built in 1928. The building was originally called the Union Trust Building. It was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1889, and today is currently owned by Wayne County. This building is it's a nice little building. When you walk into it, you would think it's a church, but it's really not a church. But it holds a lot of different things, different kind of financial institutions, um, lawyer offices and stuff like that. So it's a pretty nice little building. So once again, this is the Guardian Building, downtown Detroit. This is called the Fist. This is actually a monument dedicated to boxer legend Joe Louis. Also within the city, there's some of its other body parts spread across the city, but right here, this is called the Fist. Once again, it's a monument dedicated to Joe Louis. This right here is the Detroit Institute of Arts. The cost to get in here is $20. It is also free for local residents. It's definitely a nice little spot to go to. Different kind of arts, cultures, and stuff like that. Different kind of artifacts and stuff like that. Some really nice things up in there. Some kind of really weird things, but it's definitely a nice little spot I want to check out if you in the Detroit area and looking for something to do. So once again, this is the Detroit Institute of Arts. This right here is Hitsville, USA. In other words, the Motown Museum. Hitsville, USA was actually the nickname given to Motown's first headquarters. The Motown founder, Berry Gordy, actually bought this house in 1959. Berry Gordy is a pretty nice little guy, man. He's actually a producer of one of my favorite, if not my favorite movie of all time, The Last Dragon. So if you don't know that movie, maybe you should watch it. It's a nice little movie for sure. If you know, you know. You don't, you don't. You know who's the master, right? So it's a good movie, but check it out. But yeah, this house is a pretty nice little house for sure. It's about $20 to get in, roughly about 30-45 minutes to walk around it. Unfortunately, due to expansion coming up in October 1st, you will not be able to tour this house. So try to get this tour in before October 1st. But nice little mansion for sure. A lot of different things from Old Town, Motown. There's a lot of different records and pianos and wear, outerwear, wear kind of stuff up in this museum for sure. So definitely check it out if you can. Hitsville, USA, or other words, the Motown Museum. This is the Charles Wright Museum of African American History. The cost to get in this museum is $15. It's going to take you about an hour and a half to walk through everything. This is a museum of African American history and culture. It's located in what they call the Midtown Culture Center. This is actually one of the largest independent African American museums and holds the largest prominent collection of African American culture at over 35,000 artifacts. So pretty nice little museum for sure. You'll see a lot of things in there from yesteryear. Some stuff from today, but definitely a lot of stuff from the past. Obviously in the name African American history. So definitely a nice little museum. Once again, $15. It's going to take you roughly about an hour and a half to walk around it, give or take. But once again, the Charles Wright Museum of African American History. This right here is the Heidelberg Project. This project is in what they call the McDougal Hunt neighborhood. It's on the east side of Detroit, just north of the city's historical African American Black Bottom area. This project is actually made in protest. So it's a lot of art, little different kind of things made of art from different kind of things, from car parts or trash or whatever. The city of Detroit is still trying to take this area away from this project, but they're still in fight for it till this day. So pretty nice little project for sure. This right here is Comerica Park. This is home of the Detroit Tigers baseball team. Unfortunately, they was not in town to actually have a game and sit down and watch, so I was able to do the next best thing, was actually tour this stadium. The cost to tour the stadium was $20. It's going to take you roughly about an hour and a half to walk around it, give or take. Pretty nice little stadium, a lot of history that goes into it, along with the stadium itself and the players and Hall of Famers that went along with it, and the stuff that you see inside. So once again, Comerica Park, home of the Detroit Tigers baseball team, $20, an hour and a half to walk around it. This right here is Little Caesars Arena, home of the Detroit Red Wings and Detroit Pistons. It's out of season right now, so I was not able to see either game, either a hockey or a basketball game. But Once again, just like Comerica Park, I was able to do the second best thing. It was actually tour the arena. The cost of tour this arena is $20, and just like Comerica Park, it's probably going to be about an hour and a half tour to actually get everything done and looked at, give or take. So pretty nice little arena. Pretty nice history that goes into it as well, especially in the hockey theme of it with the Detroit Red Wings, and in the basketball part of it, the Detroit Pistons. So nice little arena. Once again, Little Caesars Arena, $20, an hour and a half to tour it. This is Michigan Central Station. This was the old Amtrak station in downtown Detroit, Michigan. This building was closed for many, many years until 2024, when the Ford Motor Company repurchased this building for $90 million for redevelopment. So right here, this is the next day at the Detroit Riverwalk. This was actually before I was headed to the airport and calling it a day. All in all, it was a nice little trip from Detroit. I went in with a bad mindset of what Detroit was about and what it's going to look like, and then when I got there, it was a totally different view of it. So Detroit, Michigan was a very nice little city for sure. Definitely would check it out. Definitely want to check it out some more. I definitely want to see some more things that I wasn't able to do this time around. But yeah, definitely for sure. Detroit, Michigan is a really nice city, y'all, for sure. I'd love to go back soon and check out more of the cities. So as of now, this is state number 49 of 50. So I still got one more. Technically got two more because I haven't checked out Colorado, but I live in Colorado. So 49 of 50, one more to go. Until then, you guys, as always, be safe. Happy travels. Be safe out there.